Blessings out there. Yeah, I had to take a brief intermission. But we got to make sure we stand mentally on point. We must make sure that we do not allow ourselves to be, you know, deceived so easily, because the level of deception is only increasing. It's forever increasing because we're in the last days and times. So people can continue to live their lives as if God doesn't exist. It's all a bunch of hocus pocus, all in which you like. But guess what? On that day of judgment, there's going to be some people begging, pleading, saying this, saying that, saying they didn't know. They're going to have every excuse up under the sun as to why they didn't serve the Most High, for why they denied his existence every time they opened their gullet. They're going to have these excuses on the day of judgment. When the book of life is opened up and courts in session up in the heavens, it's going to get real. It's going to get extra real, especially on the hides of those that try to make a complete mockery of Christ, a mockery of the Most High God. Like this dude earlier in the comment section talking about if there a God exists, I noticed how you used his name by title and not name. Well, his name is Ahia. Now where do we go from here? See, and it be individuals like that it's the old aha adage, I got him now. And then it's like, pump your brakes. His name is Ahia. Christ's true name is Yeshaya Mashiach. And guess what? Oh yeah, you don't have anything but crickets. No noise. Gullet is on shut mode, and they have yet to rebuttal. And this particular individual been trying to go back and forth for 2 days. And individuals like that, all you got to do is show me the proof. But see, they want to try to deem your proof unacceptable because they don't want to accept it, because they don't want to face the facts that they wrong. 9 times out of 10, they're just trolling anyway. Because at this stage in life, everyone is well aware of the fact that the Most High God exists. I mean, now you've got Hollywood and everybody speaking God's name. Not his name as far as Ahia, but using the God term. But we got to be careful because there are fallen gods, meaning the fallen angels, they deem themselves gods. I mean, even when the Nephilim were in giant form, I mean, now they're, there's Nephilim back, but, the ones who are prancing around here in their demonic form, is, wow, hold on a second. But yeah, I mean, when they were giants, they deemed themselves gods too, especially compared to us. The size and, they carried an extensive amount of knowledge as well because they're a half angelic being. But see, people like that try to dismiss all these things, they don't even care to look into all the history of the cultures of the world. We're the only country who lies extensively to the people in regards to history, in regards to race, in regards to everything. Only this one over here. That's it. So, we got to, it's crazy. This country, they lie about everything, but yet, and this and documented lies. It's not about what am I yapping about. Why are you watching me yap? See, it be people like that. I'm talking about people, this Well, however you pronounce this idiot's name on here, is not even worth uttering his name through my lips. That's how insignificant people like that are, because they're of the devil. They talking about what somebody yapping about. And it's probably some younger individual who's bought into the whole rap game, who's bought into the fictionalized elements of just sheer buffoonery. It'd be people like that they'll watch you, watching your whole program, watching everything you talking about, everything you whatever, and then have the nerve to try to criticize. But you watching me though. I don't ask nobody to watch me. You don't see me asking nobody for money on here. You don't see me posting my Cash App or none of that on here. I'm not into that. Now, if you want to open your ears and pay attention, I'm talking about getting right with the Most High God. I'm talking about people who are trying to come forward and try to insinuate that God doesn't exist, because in their minds, they can't see him. I'm talking about people, I'm talking about a country where all the countries of the world, you can find the truth about these things, about this subject matter, in all of the true histories of all the cultures of the world, except this one. This one, they want to lie and cover up things and re-implement. Lie, cover up, re-implement. Lie, cover up, and re-implement. That's what they do. And this is a tactic that's been used for quite some time. So, we really need to pipe it down with the criticisms. MECHA, blitz. Only thing getting blitzed is your rump action, because you're probably one of those homosexuals, and then you be, pretending like you like the girls on one side, and then on the other side you be on some tranny nature. Like, I'm not into that, and vice versa. If it's to a point. That's what I'm saying, people, about deception. You never know who you dealing with anymore, because they've done deceived everybody into believing that it's okay to slice your schlong off and have them create you a vagina, and it's supposed to be deemed mentally inadequate. That's the things that I be talking about. They've done deceived the whole world into believing that that's okay, that those actions are fine, nothing wrong with those actions. People who say, "Oh, I was born in the wrong body," just complete absurdity. The Most High makes no mistakes. So, Tranny Blitz, or whoever you want to be, commenting on my platform that you're watching, that's what I'm discussing. It's called real life. It's called I don't buy into the fictionalized deceptions of the world, because the Most High has gifted me discernment. What's going on? How you doing? So, everybody doesn't have the ability to discern because they want to buy into the deceptions of the world. We're letting people trick us into believing that we're flying through space, spinning 1,000,000 miles an hour. And it's like, you'll allow yourself to be deceived in such a manner to where they will trick you out of them trying to tell you what you can and can't feel and wouldn't be able to feel. You'll believe that, but then you'll try to insinuate that God doesn't exist. Prove it. All you got to do is prove it. Prove it. Anyone who can prove that God doesn't exist, I'll send you a care package. For real. But see, the thing is, you can't prove that he doesn't exist. I mean, Satan has even manipulated the masses into believing that he doesn't exist, so he can further carry out his agenda at hand. So I need everybody to understand, if you're going to be in my comment section making comments, I respond. And I respond according to how your message has been brought to me. And if you're respectful, you know, then it's all love. But if you coming at me with some sideways disrespect or trying to be funny, I will belittle you. Right or wrong, that's just the truth. Because we got to be more uplifting. We can't be sitting up here trying to tear one another down all day, every day. That's not right. You know, half y'all never done anything in y'all communities. You didn't even care to help your fellow man, or, you know, be an activist, you know what I mean? Teach the youth better. You know, there's so many of y'all out there who don't even think like that. But you will buy into the narratives on television. You will buy into the narratives in these so-called rap videos. And I can speak on these things because I once did as a younger man. So it's about understanding the differential between the real and the fake at the end of the day. So when you ask me what am I yapping about, that's what I'm yapping about. Question is, what are you yapping about, and what are you doing with yourself? While you're watching me, what are you doing with your day to be productive? To be, you know, serving the Most High. I mean, hey, just give the Most High God some kind of acknowledgement. Are you prepared to do that? Because if you're not even prepared to do that, then trust me when I say this, you are beyond your depth here. Because trust me, I don't lose debates. I don't lose arguments. Nor do I care about arguing with anybody or being debateful. But people always want to take me there because they want to approach you incorrectly. You know, I'm very respectful to everybody, whether I know you or not. But when there's a level of disrespect entered into the equation, I got to meet you on equal ground. You know, but that's where I fall short at, because I'm trying to get this message out here for real on the real level. I don't have time for people who masquerade. I just don't. People out here on this never-ending pretend mission. People who get paid to follow and harass people around. Like, I'm not into that. The difference between me and most, I can back up everything I say and some, with the Most High God on my side backing me. Because I don't bother nobody. You know? It's not what I'm into. I can be who I am, and it's just like that. Most people, they can't be themselves. They gotta hide behind gimmicks. They gotta hide behind a level of would-be clever trickery, while tricking nothing in the process but their own selves. That's just the truth. So when you ask me what the nature of my discussion is, that's the entire nature of my discussion at hand. The message is clear. Turn to Christ or burn. That's the message. That's the unadulterated message here today. Turn to Christ or them spirit cheeks gonna be mighty crispy. They don't call you crispy cheeks. And that's not fear. That's not any of the narratives that people try to paint to try to disregard the message at hand. Nah, it's real. It's real out here. Do you understand me? And then it'd be funny and hilarious to the individuals who they want to hop, they so quick to hop in the comments to, extenuate their level of criticisms, but they don't even consider putting themselves out there on social media in any capacity on a positive level. If they do put themselves out there on social media, it's to serve the forces of darkness because they care about what people think about them first and foremost. Me, I don't care. What you see is what you get. If you don't like it, hey, that's not my problem. You're the problem, because I'm very respectful and I have the love of the Most High God in me, and I extenuate that love on a real level. But I'm not going to put up with anybody who's disrespectful. I do that in real life. And I'm a fond believer in self-defense if the situation requires it. I'm not some social media tough guy or Billy Bad behind. That's not me. I'm very laid back. I'm very reserved, but I'm vigilant. I'm very tactical, and I'm not going for no buffoonery. I don't know how to do that, and I'm not about to learn now. So I urge everybody, before you hop in my comments on my videos, put some respect on it, because I always do. Because you will be mad before I will, and you will be humiliated before I will. And that's the difference, because I know my walk and I know the things in which I've experienced. I don't care what you've experienced on the other side of the equation. That's how much I have been through, and I guarantee how much more I've been through. And I can say that with extreme boldness. Any city and state I go to, I am the same. Anywhere I go, I act accordingly. I don't have to switch up. I am who I am. And like I said, I believe in the Most High God. His name's Ahia. And I believe in what the GOCC are doing. All you people who hating on the GOCC right now, mad about money, mad because you want to be a so-called prophet with no works, with no true discernment, without even ever once divulging anything prophetic. You're a bunch of jealous-hearted cretins. That's all you are. Because if you guys wasn't jealous-hearted, I assure you, the videos that y'all continue to make about them, you wouldn't be making them. Especially, without bringing forth the true doctrine in which you have claimed has been falsified. So that's what I'm yapping about. MECHA. That's what I'm yapping about today. While you're watching me. Instead of trying to tear each other down, try to be more uplifting. Stop being hypocrites. Stop following individuals who don't offer anything fruitful to the equation in the realm of your soul. Discontinue on that path. Or not. But guess what? Failure to do so, hey, them spirit glute region, I'm trying to told you, it's going to be sizzling and crackling in the pits of hell. Them spirit glute cheeks going to be sizzling and crackling in the flaming pits of hell for denying the existence of the Most High God. I didn't say it. Do not be mad at the messenger. Y'all have clearly already shown the Most High you could care less about him by denying him. And then trying to argue somebody down who's got the knowledge and the evidence ready on deck. So miss me with the level of extra. Like, when are you people gonna get it together? Turn away from your wickedness. This war going on, I hope y'all not buying into the narratives about that. We're only being fed one narrative of it. There's a whole nother narrative over there in Iran going on. Like, this isn't something to just be blowing off. This situation is extremely real. This is biblical. And that's why I don't have time to be sitting here arguing with idiotic, imbecilic guineas, sitting up here perpetrating like they carry some level of knowledge and which validates their ideology on the subject, because they don't. So that's why people like MECHA, they'll get in a comment section talk about what is he yapping about, because see, they can only stand cuss words and jargon and slanguistics. That's the only language that people like that understand. If you're not speaking slanguistics, they don't understand anything. And I'm not about to dumb down the nature of my line of dialogue to accommodate. I'm not about to do that, because it's supposed to teach and uplift and be fruitful. How can I do that if I downplay the level of the conversation at hand? So I will not be engaged in such actions here today. So, MECHA, you need to understand that next time you open your gullet spewing out that type of rhetoric. Sometimes it's better to be quiet so you can learn something, or don't. At the end of the day, it's not gonna hurt me because I've done my job. That's the problem with people this day and age. Everybody want to be right. No one wants to receive correction. No one wants to receive the necessary correction en route to truly learning, truly understanding, truly obtaining wisdom. Everybody wants to be right, deem people wrong, while never proving themselves. Only in America, I tell you. And then people be spewing out historical feats like they know true history. When you know they haven't engaged in not the tiniest inclination thereof. Just lies. Pretenders. That's it. Don't be a pretender. Be one who's gonna, try to be fruitful in the kingdom of the Most High. It's easy to get on here and just start going on a rant, a negative rant, en route to tearing people's down and humiliation tactics and the whole nine. That's easy. But who wants to do that? Why give Satan what he wants at the end of the day? That's the problem. We just give him what he wants with no pushback, with no force, no anything. We just do it, and then we're happy in the process while we're doing it. It's insane. At what point are we going to get it together? Or are we just going to pretend our whole lives? Well, I'm about to take another intermission, and I'll be back in a short. Blessings to everybody. Turn away from your wickedness. Turn to God, because God does exist. Anybody who assumes that the Most High God doesn't exist, you're just an imbecilic guinea. That's it. No more, no less. That said, praises be to the Most High. Y'all have a fantastic day. Shalom.